So a lot of you asked me about doing a basic nail painting tutorial, and I'm going to do it for you. Now I just have, excuse me as I lose my voice, I just have a coat of clear polish on here, on my hands here. Well, on this hand I have something different, but we're not going to talk about that hand. This is the star of the night. So I just have basic clear base coat polish on here, and we're going to use OPI Want to Bite My Neck. And this is like a super deep purple color. I figured you guys would be able to see this good. This would show up good on camera, so that's what I'm going to use. And I think a lot of you are afraid to paint with dark colors because you're afraid of making mistakes. But seriously, there's an easy way to clean up, which I think a lot of you don't know about. If you guys just get a little eyeliner brush or like a little smudge brush, this is from Target. It is Sonia Kashuk brand. It was like $4. It just has a little teeny tiny brush on the end. This dipped in acetone is going to be your best friend. Now you can use nail polish remover because acetone is very drying, but you are going to get cleaner lines and better cleanup with pure acetone. As long as you use cuticle oil afterwards and moisturize, you should be fine. I paint my nails every single day and I'm fine. I'm still alive. My nails are still doing great. Cuticles still going strong. So I know it's drying, but as long as you take care of your hands and your nails, you should be okay with using the acetone. And I'm just going to show you guys the way that I paint my nails. Now, before you start, you want to make sure that your nails are clean and totally dry. You don't want to have any cuticle oil, no lotion, nothing on the nail beds. And I usually, even if my hands are totally dry and totally clean, I will take a cotton pad with nail polish remover and just go over each finger just to get all the oils and everything off of your nails before you start. You want to have a totally clean base. And then put a base coat down if you desire. I never wear a base coat. You should wear one. My nails are really discolored, but I really dislike the way a base coat makes nail polish go on. But that's not what I should be teaching you guys. Use a base coat. It definitely is going to save your nails. It will keep them from staining. And it's supposed to help the polish stay on longer. I don't know that it does because I change my polish, like you guys know, 100 times a day. But anyway, that's just me. So I'm going to get started. And I know the normal way that they tell you to paint your nails is one stripe down the middle and then one on either side. I do mine a little bit differently, but that's just me. I'm just going to show you guys the way that I do it. I'm not saying that this is 100% the right way to do it, but this is all that I know. So I'm just going to go with that. That's all I can do. All right, so let's get started. And I shook this bottle up really well. You want to make sure that you shake your polish before you start. And I'm just going to get a little bit of polish on my brush. I want to get all the excess polish off from around the top. And then I usually take the bottom side closest to me and I will swipe that on the side of the bottle and just keep some polish on the opposite side, the side that's away from me. And then I will take that side that was away from me, and that's the side that I'm going to polish with. So I always start in the middle, and I get down near my cuticle and just go up to the center, and then I come on the right side, and I'm just following the natural curve of my nail, go down that side, and I didn't get enough polish, so I'm just going to grab a little bit more. And then same thing on the other side. Just follow the natural curve of your nail. And then I always go back over and just get that excess polish off. I don't think that that's like nail painting 101, that that's the way they suggest doing it. But I find that works best for me, or else I kind of have globs of polish left on my fingernail. So that's what I do. So let me show you guys here. Same thing. I start in the center, and I kind of will take my brush and then kind of push it down toward my cuticle and then bring it back up. And then just over to the right and just follow your own natural nail curve. And same thing on the left. And you never want to have too much polish on your brush. You can always go back with more polish if you have to. So the first coat will sometimes be a little streaky. That's okay, because we're going to be doing a second coat. So that is totally all right. So just get some more polish on your brush. Always start in the center and then down to the tip. And when you're painting your nails, you never want to get the polish the whole way down to your cuticle. Oops, see, I made a little boo-boo there, but that's okay. We're going to clean up, and I'm going to show you guys how I clean up. Never ever take the polish the whole way down. I'm not going the whole way down to my cuticle. There is a teeny tiny bit of space in between my cuticle and my fingernail. If you go the whole way down to your cuticle, you're going to flood it out, and polish is just going to fill up the whole length of your cuticle. And that's never a good look. So you always want to make sure that you're only taking your polish, your brush, down to the very edge of your nail or even up a little bit further. It's okay if there's a little space in there. That looks better than your cuticle being filled up with nail polish. Nail polish should never be touching your cuticle. You should never ever go down that far. So I'm going down almost to where my cuticle is, but not quite that far. Okay, and then just get that excess polish off. People may yell at me for doing that, and then I always just go back and I'll just wrap my tip and just get a little bit of polish on. Oh, let me move down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just kind of take the side of the brush along the tip of your nail, and we're going to clean up then. If you get any polish on the underside of your nail, that's okay, because we're going to clean up. Okay, so there's our first coat. So now we should be good to go to start a second coat. I usually would let it dry maybe like another minute, but we'll be fine. So same thing, you're just going to follow your first coat. Just go around there. And you never want to do thick coats. I mean, I'm doing a fairly thin coat. If you still have little spots that need filled in, if you notice that the polish is dragging or you have some little spots, do a thin third coat, but don't do a thick coat ever. It's just going to make the polish lumpy and bumpy, and you're going to get bubbles, and that never looks pretty. So I always suggest 2 thin coats of polish. Some polishes, like lighter pinks and sometimes white polish, will require 3 coats, and that's okay. As long as you're doing fairly thin coats, you should be okay. I hope this is helping you guys. I don't feel like I'm giving away like any major secrets, but this is how I paint my nails. And then we'll do our pinky, and then I'll show you guys how I clean up. Get that excess off. And I already wrapped my tip. See, now I got some polish there in my finger. That's okay. We're going to clean that up. And sometimes I will just take, if I haven't already painted my other hand, I'll just kind of take my fingernail and get that off. So once I have both coats done and I don't want to do any more coats, and this looks pretty good, so we're not going to need to do a third coat because this is a really opaque dark color. Just take your little eyeliner brush, get a little cotton pad that you can get your excess acetone or nail polish remover off with. Just dip, here, let me move this over so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just dip it in that acetone, get the excess off because you don't want to get a ton of nail polish remover onto your nail. You just want your brush to be damp. And then just go around the bottom or wherever you made a little mistake and just very gently just clean it up. And if you want to get that nice rounded look at the bottom, this is how you can do that. Just take your brush around very gently. And you want to make sure your polish is pretty dry before you do this, or else the polish is just kind of going to like bunch up. But we should be okay because I really don't have that much that needs cleaned up. So just go around the whole way around your nail if you need to. And you guys always ask how I get that rounded look. Sometimes it's just luck by doing a good job painting my nails. But other times it is by, and I'm sorry if my hand's in the way. Let me just get this little spot right here. Sometimes it's by using this little eyeliner brush. And I know all the makeup girls, all the nail gurus out there have a special little brush that they use. And if they say that they don't, they're lying to you, because I know they do. Nobody does a perfect job every time of painting their nails. Nobody. I mean, I'm pretty darn good at painting my nails by now because I've done it so much, but I still need help from this little brush every once in a while. More than once in a while. All right, so there we go. So I went around. Everything is nice and rounded at the bottom. There's no polish on my cuticles. And that is how I paint my nails. I hope this helped you guys. I really feel like I should be giving you more. But I mean, this is all that I do. I just do thin coats. You know, just be careful not to get polish down into your cuticles. You want to keep all that nail polish on the nail, nothing in the cuticles. And this little brush is going to be your best friend, because even if you do make a major mistake, you can clean it up. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. And of course, once this is dry, I would top coat this with whatever your favorite top coat is. I like to use Seychevite. Whatever you guys prefer, just make sure that you put a good top coat on here to seal that polish in, or else it's going to chip right away. So you want to do a good top coat, and then cuticle oil and moisturize your hands. Since we did use that acetone, you will want to use a little bit of cuticle oil around your cuticles, and then just lotion on the hands, and you guys will be good to go. You'll have a perfect manicure. All right, guys, I really, really, really hope this helped you, and I will see you soon. Bye.